and 3 terrorists have been killed in counter operations that were launched by the army after that incident of its convoy being fired upon during an ambush in Akhnoor of Jammu. Arms and ammunition have been recovered. The operation at this point is still underway, but huge win for our terrorists, for our forces, I beg your pardon, who've avenged the attack that took place on our convoy. 3 terrorists have in fact been killed. They were the ones who ambushed an army vehicle. Now, at this point, we understand that the operation is still underway. Arms and ammunition has also been recovered after this particular operation by our forces. For the last many days, since that ambush on the army vehicle, we've been seeing our forces try and nail down the 3 terrorists who were stuck in that particular area. Now, the information we have is that all 3 terrorists have been neutralized. Mir Farid is joining us live with more details on this. Farid, get us more details about the operation. We understand it's still underway, but 3 terrorists have been neutralized. Is there a suspicion that more terrorists are hiding in the area?
Yes, in fact, we broke the news early morning about this ambush on at least 3 army vehicles near Akhnoor, which is a place in the outskirts of Jammu, very close to the line of control. There was an ambulance, army ambulance also, that was targeted, and then visuals came wherein quite clearly there was a staccato of machine gun fire that was fired towards these particular vehicles. Luckily for the army, no one suffered injuries, but then there was swift counter-ops. And now we're getting information that in the heavy exchange of fire that was continuing since morning, they have managed to gun down 3 militants. 3 have been neutralized. Some arms and ammunition has been recovered. And also sources say that as is the standard operating procedure, the search and combing operation in the area will continue. Now, this location is very close to the Shiv Mandir of that particular area. And our sources say that this morning, some school-going students or children had also seen these militants. So they in fact also informed the security forces. So that's what sources are telling us. But yes, the army vehicles were fired upon, and then the swift operation was started by the army, police and CRPF. It's a major success considering that of late there have been attacks one after the other against the army, against civilian assets. We saw what happened in Sonmarg, where a tunnel project was targeted. 7 people lost their lives there, and then in Gulmarg, pretty much in similar fashion, an ambush was laid, and while 2 army jawans were killed in action, 2 civilian porters were also killed. So the army, the security forces were trying desperately to hit back, and this seems to be an operation.
3 terrorists now have been neutralized by the counter-ops of our army. Thanks, Mir Farid, for getting us those details.